I'm going to tell you this one just because if I don't tell it, it's not going to be told properly. So this is what happened. I had my back up against the wall because I had, bucked on some piece of shit from years ago, and then this piece of shit tried to use people against me and shit like that, like pawns, like musicians and shit as pawns, to try and use them to hurt me or some stupid fucking bullshit. But I wanted to be real smart about this, and I wanted to make a real good impression, you know what I mean? For my ancestors, like Peter Tosh and shit like that. I waited, but I scoped the scene for like a year. I dropped out of the music scene, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hang around and see where all this goes. And I wanted to make sure I didn't get blindsided by nothing. So, sure enough, the situation presents itself, and my boy was like, yo, I'm going up to this place up in Westchester if you want to come. So I was like, alright, cool. And I was like, yo, tonight's the night. And he's like, I know, man, just tell me if you see him. I said, no problem. We get to the venue, and I see somebody who I saw as being someone that was a pawn that was being used against me. So I said, alright, let's check this out. And also, I knew somebody who this guy took advantage of and was like, trying to, how do I say it? Was trying to make a bunch of music to hurt, a friend of mine or whatever, you know what I mean? So, I see the dude. And if he's out there, yo, you be kind of tall, but I whooped that fucking ass. Yo, so dudes start saying some shit to me, and, I say to him, he this is what he said. He goes, what, Rick, we're not friends anymore? Look over my butt. I go, you hear this shit? I'm hunting for this motherfucker right now, and he says some shit like that to me. So I say, no, I didn't say that, and I kind of cooled off, you know what I'm saying? And then he comes over to me, and I don't know what he's going to do, whether he's going to shake my hand, hug me, or talk shit, continue to talk shit. I don't know. The guy's a backwards guy. So I gave him one of these, to let him know that it's coming. And he turned his head, and he kind of smiled the other way. While he turned his head, I caught him with a right. And it just kind of, knocked his jaw a certain way, and he started stumbling. And I hit him 2 more times before he could even, get any kind of footing down. And then I held his head like this. Let's see if I can do it. I held his head like this while punching his fucking side of his head. And I probably hit him about 8 times in a matter of 10 seconds. And then something happened, and I just slid. I slid on my ass about 4 or 5 feet until I hit the wall. And then I got up, and I was just like, yo, you know what? You're a fucking pussy. Don't you ever fuck with me and my peoples. I will fucking kill you. And then I fucking called him a pussy, and I went inside, and I just hung out. And it happened so smooth, no security guard saw it. So this is what happened, all right? So after I whooped on him, I went inside. I told my one dude or whatever. I was like, yo, I just rolled this dude outside. So we're just sitting in there hanging out. And, we're chilling. And then out of nowhere, this dude that I kind of knew, but I thought was kind of a scumbag, came up to me and started asking me all these questions. Like, yo, man, what was that all about? What was that all about? Trying to get information from me. So I was just like, look, man. If you don't... At first, I was like, yo, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you. Even though I thought the dude was totally a scumbag. So this girl... I heard rumors that he raped some girl. He's a fucking piece of shit. So I'm sitting there, and then the dude keeps pushing it. And he's like, yo, what was that all about? And I'm like, yo, you know what? If you don't like it... And I got right in his face. I was like, you can get... You're... What did I say? I said, if you don't like it... I will fuck you up too. And then the dude looks all scared and shit, and he runs outside and he snitches me out. He's a fucking snitch. Adam Pascal's a snitch. And Yo, so then what happened was is security came up to me and was like, "Yo, man, you got to go." This dude was pretty big. I was like, "All right, I'll go, but I want you to know that those motherfuckers are pieces of shit, and this is what they did." So, dude, the security guard looks at me and he goes, "Hey, man, I would have done the same thing that you did." And then I walk out, and then the next day I'm right back in the bar like nothing happened. Nobody gave a shit, and that's the way it's supposed to be when you got to go handle your responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was all I was doing, was I was handling something that needed to be handled. And remember this, motherfuckers, when it comes to my crew, I'm one of the motherfuckers that will handle shit. So fuck you if you don't like it, you fucking pussy.